Hello students, welcome once again. Section 3, 3.2, Do Schools Really Kills Creativity? The lesson about mind mapping. See, textbook, page number 142. See the next example. Now see, I am reading from here. Okay? See, in the most watched TED talk of all times, educationalist Sir Ken Robinson, FRSA, claims that schools kill creativity, arguing that we don't grow into creativity, we grow out of it, or rather, we get educated out of it. Yet to Robinson, creativity is as important as literacy and we should afford it the same status. True creativity is based on knowledge which in turn is based on literacy. Our schools, where children develop the literacy skills on which all further learning depends, are therefore not killing creativity but cultivating it by providing the foundations young people need to be properly creative. Understand? This is the second example given by our writer. The passage is about Sir Ken Robinson. Understand? He is an educationalist. And what he claims about education is the passage about. Understand? See, now this is a passage and the answer is given to us. It is called as mind mapping. Now see, what is the main idea here? Sir Ken Robinson claims. What do Sir Ken Robinson claims? What he claims is the main idea. Understand? Now see, in this figure also or in this shape also you can write your answer. School kill creativity. According to Sir Ken Robinson, schools kill creativity. So it is the main or the important point. Then education out of creativity. According to Sir Ken Robinson, our education is out of creativity. He argued that there is no creativity in the education. Understand? And creativity to be acquired in education itself. He claims that or he opines that creativity to be acquired in education itself. It should be acquired in education. Understand? So this is about Sir Ken Robinson. Understand? There is one more example. See what the example is about. See, as evidence of how schools kill creativity, Robinson cites the example of a young girl called Gillian Lynn, who at the age of 8 was already viewed as a problem student with a probable learning difficulty due to her inability to sit still and concentrate. When her mother sought a medical explanation for Gillian's constant fidgeting and lack of focus, the doctor suggested they speak privately, as the two adults got up to leave. The doctor turned on the radio. Left alone in a music-filled room, young Gillian began to dance. Observing her through the window, the doctor turned to her mother. "Gillian is not sick," he said. "She is a dancer." Today, at the age of 92, Gillian can look back on the long career in ballet dance and musical theatre, which saw her become one of the world's most successful choreographers, with hits like Andrew Lloyd Webber's Cats Cat and Phantom of the Opera among her many achievements. Yet her school had all but written her off, mistaking her extraordinary talent for some form of behavioral problem or cognitive impairment. This is the passage. Understand? See, this passage is about a small child. Her name is Gillian Lynn. That girl child is just about 8 years old. And her parents, her teachers thought about her that she is a problem child. They think that there is a difficulty in her means she has the inability to sit still and concentrate. See, पॅसेज कोणाबद्दल आहे? गिलियन लिन या छोट्या 8 वर्षाच्या मुलीबद्दलचा पॅसेज आहे. तिचे पेरेंट्स असतील, तिचे टीचर्स असतील, तिच्याबद्दल काय कंप्लेंट आहे त्यांना की या मुलीला म्हणजे देअर इज an inability in her to sit still and concentrate. She cannot sit still. की ती स्थिर बसू शकत नाही, ती कॉन्सन्ट्रेट करू शकत नाही अशी तिच्याविषयी तक्रार आहे. आणि म्हणून तिच्या आईने काय केलेलं आहे? डॉक्टरांचा सल्ला घेतलेला आहे. अंडरस्टँड? तर डॉक्टरांनी त्यांना असं सजेस्ट केलेलं आहे दॅट आय वॉन्ट टू स्पीक विथ हर प्रायव्हेटली. मला या मुलीसोबत प्रायव्हेटली बोलायचं आहे, म्हणजे एकटीसोबत बोलायचं आहे. आणि म्हणून तिचे पेरेंट्स रूममधून निघून गेले. डॉक्टरांनी काय केलेलं आहे? तिला एका म्युझिक फील्ड रूममध्ये ठेवलेलं आहे, म्हणजे ज्यामध्ये म्युझिक ला रिलेटेड असं काही साऊंड बॉक्सेस असतील, वॉट एव्हर. अंडरस्टँड? या रूममध्ये तिला एकटीला सोडण्यात आलेलं आहे आणि म्युझिक प्ले केलेलं आहे. जेव्हा म्युझिक प्ले होतंय त्यावेळेला गिलियन बिगॅन टू डान्स. गिलियनने नाचायला सुरुवात केलेली आहे. आणि म्हणून डॉक्टर कोणत्या ओपिनियनवर आलेले आहेत? दॅट शी इज नॉट सिक बट शी इज अ डान्सर. डॉक्टरांनी काय पेरेंट्सना सांगितलेलं आहे की गिलियन ही आजारी नाही आहे. शी इज नॉट सिक, शी इज नॉट इनएबल, बट शी इज अ डान्सर. अँड नाऊ शी बिकम अ फेमस कोरिओग्राफर, अ फेमस, अ सक्सेसफुल कोरिओग्राफर. डू यू अंडरस्टँड द पॅसेज? It is about Gillian Lynn. Okay. Now see here Gillian Lynn. Okay. It is also called as a mind mapping. Now see what are the main ideas or the points related to Gillian Lynn. Young girl, 8 years of age, problem student. Understand? Inability to sit still and concentrate. Medical explanation. Doctor turned on the radio. Gillian alone began to dance. Not sick, but a dancer. Career at the musical theatre in ballet dance. World's most successful choreographer. School ignored her extraordinary talent. Okay. This is what we understand through this passage about Gillian Lynn. Okay, so what we have to do? First of all, try to understand what the passage is about, and whatever you understand from that passage is the main idea. You have to write this main idea. Whatever the shape you wanted to choose, you can choose. जो आकार, जो शेप तुम्हाला पाहिजे तो तुम्ही यूज करू शकताय. सर्कल, ट्रायंगल, स्क्वेअर, रेक्टँगल, वॉट एव्हर, ओव्हल शेप. ओके. अँड वॉट एव्हर द मेन पॉइंट्स, द मेन आयडियाज कम्स इन युअर माइंड, यू हॅव टू राईट इट डाऊन. ओके. दिस इज कॉल्ड एज माइंड मॅपिंग. ओके. थँक यू.